Alright, it's been a while. I've actually gotten some use in on all of these things. This, as I expected, I'm not at all dissatisfied with. This is what they should have put out in the first place. This works perfectly. No problems. I did have one issue once with one of my other tanks where the button was getting a little hot on the bottom, but at the same time the tank was heating up too. I think it was just one of those fluke things. But aside from that, this mod I have no problems at all with. It's a great mechanical mod. It's all stainless steel. I've been using a 18350 Panasonic battery in it, I think it is, and it works like a charm. This thing right here, the only problem I got with it is kind of cheap. Cheap plastic. The minute that I went to pull the batteries out the first time, it broke that little tab off. It's supposed to lock it into place. It also helps align it, but that's not really been much of an issue. The thing still works great. Those batteries last a remarkably long time for them being two 18350s. I've only charged them twice the whole week I've been using this, and I've not had any real issues with it. It worked great. This, I have vaped this thing like a champ. I did have to drill out that hole because the hole that was in it was just no. Now I'm running a dual coil. Of course, they probably need replaced now. I've been killing it. Dual coil, 11 wraps on each side, and it's coming in at 0.6. I did have it down. At first, it was showing up as 0.03. Then I got it to 0.3 and adjusted the coils around a little bit more, and now it's showing as 0.06. And even when I adjusted the coils some more, it stayed at 0.6. So the 11 wraps on each side with 24 gauge Kanthal get you 0.6 according to what this thing's showing. I haven't had a lot of problems. I did notice sometimes it can get a little uncomfortable if you're gripping this really hard. These little fins and stuff can get a little uncomfortable on your hand. They will jab in a little bit, but it's also been real good at helping me keep a hold of it with it having that space right there in the middle. Gives me somewhere to put my fingers to hang on to it. But extended use, I've had it dig into my fingers a little bit. No big deal. I'm a man. It's not bad for us to have little rough spots and gouges and gashes in our hands. So that setup right there, I can throw some pretty massive clouds. This one right here, the only problem I've had with it is the tanks that I put on it. I mean, they work great, they work like a charm, but I have started getting a little bit of grit in the button. But again, this is a clone, so stuff like that's going to happen. Just a little bit of grit, and I'm assuming it's just because this is one of those buttons that has the screw through the middle of it, and it's not a recessed or magnetic style button. So it's a little crunchy, but aside from that, I like this mod. Of course, it'd make a good, even if you didn't use it for vaping, it would make a really good paperweight. But that's my evaluation of these four. Again, that was the Hammer Meraxes, the Hammer clone, Meraxes clone. This one's called the Oval. I got it from Fastech. And then this one is the Smoke Tech Telescope. And that's that. Thanks for watching.